Good morning, students. So today we will solve your 8th problem. Last problem I could see only one Famisa, that is only Famisa solved and sent the answers. But what about others? I want everybody to work it out by yourselves. If not, you will not be able to solve the problems. I'm telling you this. Okay. So today let us solve the 8th problem. So the following figures are extracted from the trial balance sheet of Manuel and Company on 30th June 2015. Okay. So what are the inventories they've given? First thing what you have to remember is in this particular problem they've given you the items. Along with the items they've given you some additional information. Further details. So accordingly you should solve your problem. Okay. So first thing when it comes inventories. So there is no such saying that opening stock or closing stock. So what you have to do is you have to find out whether it is an opening stock or the closing stock. Okay. Now come back to your additional information. Here it says closing inventory. So closing inventory means the other information which is given is an opening stock. Inventory and stock, it is one and the same. So here it is opening stock. I will just write opening stock. So usually what will you do with your opening stock? You add your opening stock. So I have written an add symbol. Okay. So here it is finished goods. Where do you take this finished goods? You take it usually after cost of production. After cost of production, you add your opening stock of finished stock. Coming to raw material. Raw material you will take, direct material you will add. Work in progress you will take in factory overhead. Okay. So coming with this office appliance, plant and machinery, building, these are the values which is given. These three items is the values which is given. Values is nothing but it is the fixed asset. It is the fixed asset. So please remember it is a financial item. It is a fixed asset which comes under the balance sheet. However, why they have given this particular things in your cost sheet? Something related to these three items might be in your additional information. Just see your additional information. When you see your additional information, it says that depreciation to be provided on, okay, that is office appliance, plant and machinery, building. That means office appliance, plant and machinery and building, only your depreciation should be charged accordingly. I will repeat, office appliances, plant and machinery, building, only depreciation amount should be taken. They should not take any wholesome amount which goes under your balance sheet. Okay. Now something related to depreciation also is given here. Distribution of the following cost, that is heat, light, power and depreciation on building. Depreciation on building, that is here this 4%. Building to factory, office and distribution department in the ratio of 8:1:1. It means this 4% what you charge, it usually goes to building. They have not specified which building. If they don't specify, your building will go to your factory overhead. Okay, they have told this 4% what you charge, that should be given to factory in 8, office 1 and another distribution department is nothing but selling and distribution department, which is another 1. So this 4% will be given to factory overhead, office overhead and selling and distribution overhead. in the ratio 8:1:1. Okay, understood. Now we will get back. What is your office appliances? 5%. That means only 5% will be taken to office and administration, because office appliances means office people will use it. So they will go under your office and administration. Wherein plant and machinery, it goes to factory overhead. What is the percentage which goes to factory overhead is 10%. This 10% will go to factory overhead. What about building? As I told you, 4%. It will go to all the three departments, that is factory, office and administration, selling and distribution, in the ratio 8:1:1. Now, sales, returns and rebates. This is a new entry for you people. Sales return means once you finish with your sales, they have returned it back to the company. So what do you do here? After sales, you deduct after sales, that is your last item, sales or selling price, you deduct your sales, returns and rebates. Heat, light and power. I saw something related to heat, light and power in additional information. Let me check it out. Yes, heat, light and power and depreciation on building to factory, office and distribution department in the ratio 8:1:1. So heat, light, power also, it says heat, light, power, the 65,000 will be distributed to three departments, factory at 8, office and administration at 1%, not 1%, selling and distribution at 1. These are the ratios, 8:1:1. Next is sales commission. So let's see anything related to it. No, sales commission, there is nothing related to it. So directly sales, related to sales, will go to selling and distribution overhead. Distribution department expenses. What is this distribution department expenses? It will go to distribution. It means something related to distributing your materials. So it will go to selling and distribution overhead. Okay. Next is your sales. So sales will go to sales or selling price, whatever you call it as. It is one and the same. Purchases will go to your direct material. Freight on purchases. Now what is this freight? Freight is nothing but transportation charges. So when you purchase, you are having a transportation charges which will be included in your direct material, should be added in your direct material. Purchase returns. You have purchased certain items and you are saying, I do not want these items, I will return it back. So what it is happening, it is going outside the company. It means you should deduct under your direct material. You are purchasing, your purchase will go to direct material, wherein you have to deduct. Your returns also will be deducted under your direct material. Direct labor, which will go directly to direct labor. Rates and taxes. I saw something related to rates and taxes. Yes. So rates and taxes, 2/3 to factory and 1/3 to office. Means these rate and taxes 6,300. 2/3, 6,300 into 2 divided by 3 will go to factory overhead, and remaining 1/3 will go to office overhead. Factory supervision will go directly to factory overhead. Office expenses will go to office and administration overhead. Sales promotion will go to selling and distribution overhead. Interest on investment, it is a financial item. Okay. So students, you might have a question saying this, why is this ma'am using, today she is not using a blackboard? Yes, we are on our leaves. Okay, they've given us a leave. So I'm doing it from my house. So this is the only possible way I can do it. I have a board, but I'm not able to record it. I can do it only in these times. That's because my daughter, once she wakes up, no, I can. The house will be of in her custody. So only during when she sleeps I can take classes. That's the reason yesterday I didn't take. So today this is the problem what I'm doing. Okay, this is the best way I can do it for you guys. Okay, and your next additional information. Okay, you can see that closing inventory means it is closing stock. So usually closing stock will be deducted. So finished goods will be taken after cost of production. Raw materials in your direct material, work in progress in your factory overhead. Accrued in expenses is nothing but you are incurring your expenses incurred on 30th June. That means the same year you have incurred more expenses relating to your direct material, which will be added to your direct labor. Okay. Next is factory supervision. Again, this will be added to factory overhead. Next is interest on borrowed funds, which is a financial item. Next is depreciation to be provided, which I already discussed, and distribution of following cost has also been discussed. So what it says, you have to prepare a statement showing cost and profit. Okay. So I thought of giving you the homework because I've discussed everything in detail. I thought of making you guys work out because many of them I see that you have not worked out. So I will tell you what the amount comes. Okay, this is the 8th problem I am solving. This is the 8th problem I am solving. I will just tell you just check whether these answers will tally. Okay, what I will do is I will just write it down also. You have direct material, you will just check what are the direct material. You have your opening stock, okay, and you have a purchases. So what you do is in this problem there is no unit, so you will just have a total column. Okay, first is raw material. You will take raw material, you will add your opening stock of raw material. Here it is purchases. Then you will add your freight charges. Then you have to deduct your closing stock of raw material. Then you have purchase returns. So when you take all these, you should have the amount of 2,91,200. 2,91,200. That is your raw material. Okay. So coming to your direct labor, this is your direct material. You will do it very neatly. I am just discussing things. Under your direct labor, you have given a direct amount plus your interest accrued. Sorry, it is not interest, it is expenses accrued. So when you take these two amounts, you have two amounts. So when you take those two amounts, you will be having an answer of 1,68,000. 1,68,000. Direct expenses, there is no such direct expenses, it is nil. When you take the total, your prime cost should have 4,59,200. Next, your factory overhead. Factory overhead, you have to write down what are the things what I've discussed already. The amount what I receive is 1,78,850. You have to do the rest, whatever comes, which are the items which comes under factory. So your works cost or factory cost will be 6,37,750. After that, you will have your office and administration overhead. The total for it is 18,870. So the total is 6,56,620, which is called as production cost. You will add your finished goods. You will deduct your closing stock of finished goods. You have to add your opening stock. Okay, when you do that, your production cost of goods sold will be 6,21,620. Next is your selling and distribution. You will have 92,400. Your total cost is 7,14,020. So you will add your profit. Profit, how will you get to know? Your sales minus your total cost. Next, I will just do it here. Okay, your sales, they've given you, here sales is 7,68,000. Here there is a return, sales return. So what is that amount is 14,000. So when you deduct it, it is 7,54,000. So the 7,54,000 minus your total cost, which is 7,14,020 rupees. When you do it, you will have the amount of 39,980, which is your profit. So you have to just take a look. You have to solve the rest problem. Whatever comes inside, you have to solve it. Okay. So for today, guys, this is more than enough. As I told you, we are on our leaves. Okay. So what happens? We have to get adjusted to the facilities what we are having at my place, in my place. Okay, I have a board, but I'm not able to record it. I don't have a stand to record it. That's the reason I'm doing in this way. Okay, so the next problem I'll do it tomorrow. For today, this is enough. Okay, students, try solving it by yourself and check whether the answers will match. If there is any mistake, even I'm a human. Okay, what I've done is I've just saw the textbook, the answers, then I've just solved it out. Okay, but these things and all, okay, we can find it out where it exactly goes. But what you do is, if there is any mistakes in these items, please correct it and tell me also. No problem. It doesn't mean that I know everything. No, you will tell it, you will inform it to me. Okay, students, have a great day. Bye.